Hi, I'm Bart Hanson. I'm the owner and operator of CrushLivePoker.com. The following hand comes from our call-in show that we record at 4:45 p.m. Pacific time every Monday. If you want to call in your hand, check out the phone number in the description. Anyways, all right, so 1-2, 250 effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, so Villain limps in early position. I'm in middle position. I go $15 with red nines, pocket nines.
Okay.
And he's the only caller.
Okay.
So the flop is 4 clubs, 5 of clubs, 8 of spades.
4 clubs, 5 of clubs, 8 of spades. You've got 2 red nines. This guy limp called for 15, right? Right?
He checks to me. I bet 20. I think that's pretty standard.
Okay.
Turn is a deuce of hearts.
So he calls,
Total
right?
blank.
Well,
Yeah, he just calls me.
okay.
And I don't like to place, too much value on like live tells, live reads, but he did call me really, really fast.
Okay.
So that's usually indicative of a draw or a medium strength hand.
Mm-hmm.
So the turn's a deuce. It's an offsuit deuce. I don't remember if it was a heart or a diamond, or it was a deuce.
Okay.
Flush. Next to me again, I got 50. And again, he just calls me really fast.
So you bet 20 into 30 on the flop. 20
Mhm.
into 30 on the flops. The pot's 70 and turns a deuce. Now you bet 50 into 70, and he calls. So the pot is like 170. So you got about a pot-sized bet left, right? Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was planning on checking back most rivers, and if a flush game, I'm probably gonna just, if he checked, I would check. If he bet, I would probably fold.
Yeah, I mean, I think the rivers that you probably can bet here are like if it pairs like the deuce or if it pairs the 4. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah, really like a total brick.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like even
straight's gonna complete, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could bet really small on like an offsuit brick, like a jack or a queen or a king too. Like tiny, like 30 or some bullshit like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, so let's go to the river.
Yeah, so the river, this is why I called in, because the river's really interesting.
Okay.
9 of clubs.
9 of clubs.
So I hit top set, but,
Right.
The flush comes in.
Right.
Front door. So each to me, I decided in real time, I don't know if there are worse hands that can call me. I think there probably are. But a lot of the hands that he's going to call me with, I would have heard from them already. So this is why I called in. I didn't prove, but, the obvious draw did get there.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to bet, really, really small, because I was planning on bet folding 5.
But you only have a pot-sized bet left, right?
Yeah.
Before you tell me what you do,
like-
before you tell me what you do, what's your name?
Lewis.
Let me ask you this question, Lewis, because this looks like
Sure.
it looks like your hand has improved, right? But like if we take a step back and let's take a look at this here. So the river's a 9 of clubs, so you make top set. Now you just said, and by the way, I agree with you, that you probably would have heard from him if he had like a stronger hand earlier on. And I agree with that. And another way of saying that is he would probably raise off all his straights and he would raise off like his 2 pair before the river. Okay? So if that's true, let's say if that's true, that he would be raising 2 pair plus by the turn, whether it's on the flop or on the turn. Okay, let's say that's true. Instead of you having 9s here, let's say that you had like 2 red queens or jacks or kings, okay? Would you bet the river here?
Probably not.
Well, so there probably shouldn't be any real – there really shouldn't be any real difference here. Besides the fact that occasionally like a 9 when you've got like 2 red kings or 2 red queens – you will sometimes make the opponent 2 pair that he's checking and he's scared of front door. And here it's very unlikely that he has 2 pair because you've got top set. But I don't know what you think you're going to get called by here. Unless the player is so bad, and this sometimes will happen at the low stakes, and I've talked about this is old school Crush Live Poker stuff. unless the opponents are so bad that they're going to call you because they never see anyone bet the river here with anything but a flush. So they might just call you with absolutely anything because they think you either have a flush or you're bluffing. That's like, I like to call that subconsciously polarized from your opponent's perspective. They don't really know what the term polarized means, but it just, they say they look at a board, they look at a certain board, whether it's a one-liner run out or a flush run out, and they think, well, they have never seen anybody bet like an overpair on a one-liner to a straight run out. So when you bet, a king 6 5 4 3 run out with aces, they're going to call you with a king all the time because they don't see they everybody else who bets there is either bluffing or has a straight. Here,
and to be fair, that's usually true.
Right here
at low stakes.
But I just don't know if you're going to get called here by like an 8. Like, what does the guy have? Pocket sixes, ace 8. Are you going to get called here?
You have to hero me with a really marginal hand.
Yeah, extremely marginal. And again, you said bet folding, kind of similar to the other caller, but I mean, you have a pot-sized bet left with top set. Like, what are you going to bet fold here? You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to size
what
to?
Amount?
Yeah.
I mean, I left a little less than 100 behind. I think I bet 65.
So he checks and you bet 65. And what did he jam? Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Did he jam?
Yeah, he jammed.
I mean, it's sort of bizarre because, like, although I have...
Why did he check a flush?
Yeah, I mean, I have...
That's what I was thinking.
Well, that's the other thing, too, because, it's like, if people check back here so much... But the thing is that... Well, there's a couple things going on. I mean, I've said this before. I can't really fold here at this level with these pot odds. I mean, you bet 65 into 170. So when he makes the call, the pot's 300 and he's jamming 100 more. So it's like, you're getting like 4-1 here. I see people do stupid shit all the time at this level. So that's why I can't really see like a bet fold here. Why would he check a flush on the river? But they do wacky shit. But I mean, seems to be a common theme here when people call on the show that like they get in these spots getting crazy pot odds at the low levels, and I'm just like, I probably wouldn't fold my strong hands here just because of the wackiness level of the competition. Before you even tell me what happened, though, I do think it's more interesting on whether or not the river is a bet. So what happened? Did you call?
No, I fold.
And did the guy show you? Hello. It's too bad. This is a good call.
Yeah, he didn't show me.
So bad.
He didn't show me. Sorry.
He didn't show you, so you never know what he had. Yeah, I wouldn't be making a fold at this level.
I assume he's not capable of check raising me, without having something that beats me.
Probably, but again, who knows? I've just seen people do really, really wacky shit. Like, what if he has like ace 8 offsuit with the ace of clubs or something, and he thought that, or he's got like ace 6 with the ace of clubs, which is like a turn double gutter. I've just seen weird shit go down. But the river is definitely interesting in terms of whether or not you should bet, because it seems like your hand gets stronger, and it does in an absolute sense. But because the club comes in, and when you look at the distribution of hands that someone's going to call across 3 streets, I feel like it might not. It actually could be a card that's not as good for you as you think it is. The 9 of clubs coming. Thanks for the call. Hey guys, if you like what you've seen here, please click on the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time we put up a new video. And if you want to check out CrushLivePoker.com for the first month free, use the code YTA200. Click on the link right there.